Hey crypto kids, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be jumping into the charts for Bitcoin because unfortunately it's not looking too great. We've been talking about a potential test to this moving average and then seeing a decline on the price. So I'm going to be talking more about that. Of course, today we're also going to be doing some macro analysis on Bitcoin. So I have this very interesting chart planned just for you guys. So that's going to be very, very cool. I have some more interesting data that I want to share to you guys about Bitcoin. And on top of that, we have a couple of important economic events happening this week, which could shift Bitcoin's price. So we're going to be looking into all of this much, much more. So do stay tuned until the end of today's video. But guys, please do make sure to leave a like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss any uploads, because I really go to extreme levels to make these videos for you guys, even recording in class. So yeah, thanks. Shout out to my teacher who's letting me do this right now. His channel is Econland Wes Hutchins. So do subscribe to him. He's a legend for letting me record in class right now. So we're going to look at the Bitcoin price. We're also going to be buying Bitcoin like I promised we would do in every single video. And of course, to do this, I am doing it on Bitflex at the moment. And if you do use this link to join Bitflex, you will actually get a chance to winning 1,000 US dollars. Check out the description below to find the parameters on how you can win the $1,000. It is absolutely amazing. We have the promo until, let's check it out actually. Let's check it out over here. So until the 1st of November, and you need to deposit 50 USDT and make at least one derivative trade. So it's actually very easy to do this. So if you do just sign up, deposit 50 USDT, make one derivatives trade, you can win up to, well, actually 1,000 USDT in your Bitflex account. So that's very, very cool. Now, if we jump into the Bitcoin chart right now, we're seeing this reversal back down to the $27,150 level. So you may realize that this analysis is a little bit new. I wanted to change things up a bit to have a fresh outlook on Bitcoin. So I did discuss that Bitcoin a couple of videos back. I mean, it feels like forever now, but we could pump back up to this 30-period moving average, see that test over there, and drop back down. So we've seen this happen. A lot of people were bullish. I mean, of course, macro, I'm very bullish. I mean, if we look at this macro chart, I do believe that Bitcoin will head higher in macro perspective. But in the short term, it's not looking good. This rejection is not nice. Now, on top of this, right, if we get rid of the moving averages and put on the bull market support band, we can also see, and this is something that Benjamin Cohen really likes to use, we're seeing a rejection right here as well from the bull market support band. Not great at all. And I've been talking about a retest potentially back to the $25,400 level for a while now, and I still do believe that this could happen. Now, another big level of resistance that was provided to Bitcoin for seeing this dump towards the downside was on Twitter at CryptoKitCom. If I just go to this tweet right here, we can see that the VRVP, which I realize I said it wrong all this time, but we had massive resistance on the volume for the weekly time frame for Bitcoin. And of course, volume can provide massive amounts of resistance. So yeah, there we go. We came up to this, the peak of this volume, and then we saw Bitcoin dropping towards the downside. And of course, price usually tends to fall faster than it increases. The reason for this is because for price to fall, there are two variables compared to price to increase, which has one variable. If there are a lack of buyers in the market, meaning if there are a lack of demand, then price can fall. We don't need people to want to sell Bitcoin. We also have, if people do not want to buy Bitcoin, price can also fall towards the downside. So that's why price decreases tend to be a little bit more vicious than increases. So that's the outlook on Bitcoin right now. If we have a look on, well, if you ask for my target, right, I do believe 26K retest to there would be healthy for Bitcoin. Right now, we're still a little bit choppy on the markets. Again, until the halving, I do believe we're going to just trade in this channel, like I mentioned on previous videos as well. But eventually, I strongly believe that we will see a break towards the upside from here. In terms of a trade, the only trade that I'm going to be doing right now is to be buying up some Bitcoin like I promised. So every single video, we are going to be buying Bitcoin because really it's just in the macro perspective, it solves so many economic problems that I will do a full-on podcast about this. Actually, I do have a Bitcoin explaining what it actually is and the use cases it has, because I feel that people don't really know this. So I'm going to go to Bitflex, right? And I'm going to go to spot, and I'm going to buy up some Bitcoin. So you know what? Let's buy today. I feel like buying because it's a little bit cheaper today. I'm going to buy, let's put 100, let's put 100 USDT. So we want to buy 100 USDT. And of course, you can do this along with me on Bitflex too. If you sign up, you can trade spot on Bitflex. So let's buy BTC. And yeah, successful. So there you go. That was very, very easy indeed. That's why I like to DCA into Bitcoin, because of course, when it's at cheaper prices, it's always better to buy. Now let's go into the traditional markets. The S&P 500 is seeing a little bit of a spike towards the upside. Nothing too drastic over there. However, the dollar index is looking very, very interesting. We had, well, this is a new indicator that I'm using on the channel, but it's from Tone Vase. Again, you guys know he's one of my mentors. And the MRI called a very nice reversal on this shooting star candle that we had on the dollar index on the 2nd of October, the week of the 2nd of October. So this was a massive run towards the upside. I don't remember seeing this many green candles back to back on any asset ever, but this reversal could be a lot more stronger back towards the 104 area, which would of course be bullish for Bitcoin. We have decoupled from it a little bit, but still, anything bullish that we can get, we will take. Now, in terms of economic events, so if we have a look, today we have the FOMC meeting minutes. This is pretty important. I will share any important details on my Twitter at CryptoKidCom. So the FOMC minutes gives us an indication on where the interest rates could be raised to or decreased to on the next FOMC meeting. So this FOMC meeting minutes is going to be very, very important, and do expect some market volatility. And of course, I look at forexfactory.com to see my economic calendar data. Now, tomorrow we have the CPI and the core CPI. So this is going to be massive. I will try to live stream this. Let's see how that goes. But of course, the CPI and core CPI are super, super important. The core CPI is what basically determines the next interest rates. So interest rates are at all-time highs. And if we see another increase towards the upside, that would be pretty, pretty bad. The forecast for the core CPI is looking like, let's see. So the core PCI index, this is not the one, but look, just looking at the facts right now, 3.7% for the core CPI is a lot higher than what we had the previous time. So if it continues to go towards the upside, there will be a chance that the FOMC decision could be to further increase interest rates. And of course, if interest rates are increased towards the upside, then the economy will slow down, causing Bitcoin to have a negative impact potentially in the short term. But of course, long term, if banks struggle, we know from SVB and First Republic Bank that Bitcoin tends to see an increase towards the upside. But guys, the final thing, well, the final two things I want to mention, 186 days left until the halving, right? When the halving comes around, usually exactly 1 year later, we see ourselves at massive all-time highs. So just give it some time. I do believe 2025 and 2024 are going to be interesting for us. The millionaires are made in the bear market, so just keep on grinding, keep on building, and we should be pretty good for the next bull market coming very, very soon, hopefully. So that was the second last thing I wanted to mention. But the final thing is that I have been nominated as one of the crypto influencers of the year. So the voting is going to end in a couple of days. If you go to blockchainlife.com, I will put the link in the description below. And if you vote for me by signing up, that would be very, very much appreciated. Right now, Chris looks like he's winning by a far amount. So let's make sure that I win. And it would be very, very, very cool to win this award at 16 years old. So that'll be very interesting. But guys, thank you so much for watching. That is it for today. My economics lesson is starting in like 2 minutes. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone. And I will see you all in the next video very soon. Take care, guys, and bye-bye.